This is the one that I'm going to do, and it works beautifully well if you've got those baubles. Now, actually, I've been thinking about it. This has got the this is cut in with the baubles attached. You could have it with the baubles floating. Now, if you want to do it with the baubles attached, my card is, so you need one bit, can you see? I've done them 7 inches tall, right? So that I get them floating in the middle. So 7 inches tall, it's going to give you that size. Or if you want to do it where you haven't got them floating, the baubles are floating, which I think I might do, I'm going to take these down to 6 inches tall. Now, one of these is 9 inches. And the other one is 7 3/4 inches, right? So, and I'm going to take them both to 6 inches. So if you want, I'll cut them and then I'll give you those sizes again. Seeing as I've just done a lot of explaining there for you, haven't I? Here we go. Trimming them down. So the base one is now 6 by 9. And this front one here, well, that's actually going to be the front. The base one is 6 inches tall by 7 3/4 inches coming along here. Okay, and that gives you that little bit of a gape structure coming in. So on this front one, what I want you to do is get your scoreboard out, and we're going to score it at 1.5 inches and 3 inches. So you come 1.5 and then 3, and then turn it right around, and you're going to go 1.5 and 3 on the other side. So what I like to do is, Becky, I always recommend do your scoring, then do your burnishing, then do your cutting, right? Because then when they come out of your cutting machine, they're all already going to be burnished, which makes them easier to work with, okay? So there we go. Now, the baubles, right? What do you guys call them? Ornaments. Ornaments in the US, right? So again, what I've done is, because I've cut this a little bit shorter, this will now come off the top and bottom. That's personally how I like these to work. I like this big illusion that the card is floating because I think it looks really clever. I'm a big fan of cards that make you look a little bit cleverer than you are sometimes. So that's why a lot of the dies that we do are designed to be like a concept in some way. And yes, there's always loads of different ways you can use them. But I think if you show that concept, that's how we've kind of planned for you to look really clever on it. So that's what we've done. That's what we've done with that one there. It's designed to give you that floating effect. So you can see there, come off the top and the bottom. Before I take that out, I'm going to bring in my water reactive dye again. I'm going to take that fuchsia, nice bright pink here, and just put a little bit of colour into the baubles, because remember, these are also your gaps for your stenciling. So you want to add a little bit into the centre there for your stenciling. This is going to give you the ability to do that. And then just take that little bit of tape off here, and we can do that. Now, I thought I was being clever, Becky, because I went and did all of my matting and layering in the break as well, in the time when you were demoing. And now my mats and layers are going to be too big, seeing as I've just randomly there decided I'm going to change the size of my card. So I'll just trim all my mats and layers down as well. But look how easy, again, another simple card. Once you know the sizing for everything, all of these cards become so incredibly simple to do. And I think that's the takeaway I want people to have. If you're a relative newbie or quite a beginner and you're wanting to make your Christmas cards, maybe it's the first Christmas that you're doing your own Christmas cards this year, and you want them to look really professional, but you don't want to give yourself anything too challenging, this is going to be your opportunity to do that, because these cards are the ones that are going to be it's just going to be nice and simple all the way through. So let's have a little look. I'm going to trim these off. So we're going to trim these to 6 inches as well. So if I trim a little bit there, and then a little bit on here. Oh, I've just heard we've got 5 minutes left. But I've got time to kill, Becky.
Hey, up, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be finished this in good time.
I don't know why I do the conga if that's what you do in time that you've got spare. What I love about these ones as well is, waiting for the kettle to boil, conga. Anyway, what I love about these ones as well that you've just shown then is, do you notice when Sarah cut out the baubles and then sort of picked it up to get rid of some of the spares? Even though it's completely floating, so the top and the bottom aren't attached, it is still really sturdy and still really structural, although it looks lace-like. It's incredible, it really is.
That's the awesomeness of it all. Right, so here we go. When you're doing your matting and layering, just put, you either want your straight tape pen Or you might want, oh, don't stick, I haven't quite got you in the middle. Your straight tape pen, or if you, like me, you don't quite get in the right place first time, then what you're going to want to do is use your all-purpose glue, because it's the all-purpose that gives you the bit of manoeuvrability. I don't recommend the tacky glue for matting and layering. Sometimes people use the tacky glue, Becky, and what you'll find with the tacky glue is it can not warp your card, but if you get too much on, because it's a water-based glue, it's going to give that little bit of
looks a bit wavy.
Yes,
sometimes.
And if you find that's what's happening with your cards and you're using the tacky glue, now you know what it is. So the tacky glue I found was perfect for putting my faux snow on and whatnot, but your tape pens or whatever, they are what's going to be perfect for your mats and layers. Now here I'm going to use the all-purpose, because what I want to do is I want to have that little bit of manoeuvrability time. So this gives me that opportunity to go into the centre and manoeuvre that kind of into what looks like the middle-ish there, right? Now, bit of a tip. If you want to stick it really, really well, then stick tape to tape, right? Glue to glue. So I'm putting my glue on there, and I'm going to put the glue on the edges of here, so that we stick the glue onto the glue, and that will just stick even better. So can you see this end's going to go down here, and then you turn it right around and we stick this end down here, and then what you'll find is these are tapering inwards a little bit, so they're just giving you that lovely kind of, it's a diorama card but with a taper in it. So that's the kind of difference that we're talking about with this one here. So if I just want to add a couple of little gems and a little Merry Christmas, we can finish this off perfectly. So those of you that missed the sizes at the beginning, we are 6 inches tall, and then I've done, the front card was 9 inches wide, and the base card was 7 3/4 inches wide. So that's how you do the perfect size card if you want that little bit of tapering on there too. There is the diorama, the kind of tapered diorama, I'm going to call that. And where's my box? Number 7. Demo, the show me, wing it demo. Well,
Good.
you know, it just shows you.
Was it Evelyn who messaged that one?
It was.
Oh, well done.
There you go, Evelyn. Well, demo of the show, thank you very much. And again, so I just show you that versus the one I'd kind of planned so that you can see the difference. The one I'd planned was taller, but it has a connector at the top and bottom. I decided what I wanted to do was show you that kind of floating bit, which I just think is really clever.